Welcome back to Black Skies Reviews. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at Joytoy's Corvus Belli Infinity action figures. This is unit number 3. And this time we're going loud. And we got bringing the firepower. And this is going to be awesome. We'll take a look at the packaging comparisons from units 1 and 2. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and look for that on my channel. Pretty awesome looking figures. We'll do packaging comparisons, figure comparisons. Took a look at the figure and all of his accessories. And there's a big surprise that you don't see on the front of the box. We'll check that out too. But with that being said, here's a packaging for unit number 3. He's the heavy weapons specialist. I'm guessing there's no title, as you see, just the ring. He's a Marauders Ranger unit number 3, so you can call him what you want. So I'm kind of breaking him down from the Breacher, Solder, and this is all heavy weapons, bringing in noise, bringing in fire. It's going to be awesome. Packaging looks great. Got the Joytoy, the brand name at the top, some other symbols and stuff. These are 1/18 scale, about 10.6 centimeters or 4.1 inches tall for your modern 1/18 scale. These are recommended for dog collectors at least 15 and up. This is the packaging. It looks fantastic. Top of the box, bottom of the box, side of the box. Got UPC, which doesn't do any good because you can't buy these in stores I know of in the US, so it's mostly online. This side of the box, we got our little age statement there. Some of the stuff you want to pause and read that you can. And here on the back, we got the copyright, some product images, front, back, all the gear, and the close-up of the figure. Looking fantastic. Okay, as you can see here with Unit 1 and Unit 3, it kind of went with the same kind of head design with the goggles up and just a helmeted figure. Look pretty much identical, except for a few little things. Versus the figure 2, do have the different type of head sculpt with the goggles down onto the face, which is not removable. They are sculpted on, either off or on. You can't remove them. So, and for me, that's cool. I like that. So I'm good with that. And there he is inside the clamshell, and bam, there's that secret. Man, he's got like a modern, futuristic style, 50 caliber. I don't know, we're going to call it a saw, a modern saw, but it looks fantastic. We'll be checking that out too. Didn't know he had that. Just showed the rocket launcher. But he's coming heavy, and this is going to be awesome. And here is Unit 3 outside the packaging. The first thing I noticed, he has more gear than the others, which is great. More gear, more fun. Let's do this. Here he is. Let's head sculpt the goggles, orange and black, like I said. I'll sculpt it to the helmet. You can tuck his head down into that face protector there, or you can bring it up and see the mouth. The skin tone, the eyes, everything looks on point. They really nailed these figures. Good job, Joytoy, for once. If you're looking for that modern Armed Forces figures we've been missing for so long, these might fill your niche. They're filling mine. I'm loving these guys. Hopefully you guys enjoying the Unit 1 and Unit 2. We do have the same gunmetal plates here on the top that come around and is not laying on our shoulders. That is very cool. Like I said in other videos, maybe for reflecting oncoming fire. With the same kind of technology that we use for the Abrams tanks here in the United States to deflect the kinetic energy of the rounds, whatever caliber is being shot at you. Pretty nice technology. Plate carrier looks good. We have some of the silver studs throughout there. Nice sculpt work. We do have the blade and this sleeve on the lower side of the figure. We'll take a look at here soon. Very cool. On this side, we do have that insignia with this removable armor here. This gauntlet, and there's like a band on his wrist. We have the black padded gloves, the silver knuckles, probably padded. Like brass, like, well, not really brass because they're silver, but you get what I mean. Brass knuckle technology in a sense. The back here really shows a lot of beautiful color and gear. We have these nice pouches here, green. They picked perfect shades of green here in the back and the pouches to go along with the tan. It gives you a desert scheme, but breaks up all that tan. So very cool with the brown buckles, silver. Brown straps, silver buckles. Very nice. The elbow pads here. These are also removable with the gunmetal. With the little dog bone style piece in the middle. Here on one thigh pad, we do have a pistol in the case all done in brown. Nice pistol. We'll take a look at here shortly. This thigh pad here has this another green pouch, painted to the 9, guys. A little bit of paint goes a long way. Hasbro, you need to learn that. You can pop these figures out, and people paying $30 for them. They can put out the Joes, but no, too greedy. We have the green here around the bottom, just above the knee. The knee pads done in the same as the elbow pads. Got them out with that dog bone style. Dog bone. That'd be a pretty good name for this. Maybe this unit working that in. Very unique style. Knee pads pointing downwards. Brown boots, soles look fantastic. Awesome figures. Can't get enough of these. Very excited every time I do one of these videos because I don't open them until I do this video. That's what's special about this little series of 4 figures. I haven't even looked at the number 4 yet because I just want to keep that initial reaction for the camera for you guys so you can share what I'm experiencing, and hopefully you guys can add these to your collection because these are fantastic figures. Top of the figure, back of the figure, all that beautiful work. Nice. Okay, so that being said, let's take a look at his knife. Nice fit. It won't fall out. You should. These things fall over on your whatever you stick them when you're staying on your vehicles. They're not gonna fall out. The sculpt is nice. I love the shape of the blade. Silver blade, black handle. Very nice. Very small. 1/18 scale. And again, you can pop these in our hands quite easy. Hands are nicely toleranced. Oops. There you go. Very cool. Striking knife. I love the shape of that blade. Looks very cool. And of course, we pop it out. We can pop it back in. And like I said, he's not coming out. And you notice the pistol didn't come out either because it takes a little bit of effort. They even nailed the pistol cases and the pistols on these figures, which has always been a plague for Joytoy. And they have nailed it perfectly because I love the modern, update, futuristic style this pistol looks like. It looks like your modern pistol, but has a little bit of sculpting to give it a more futuristic look. Very nice. These figures do have trigger fingers, so once you get those guys up and out of there like that, you see the gap each there. They pretty much should go where they're supposed to go. It's not always true because you're talking about such a small scale. And I pulled the hand off of every one of these figures because I used too much force. And there you go. Just on a little ball joint. We'll take a look at articulation, but you can see how he holds that. And then he has the articulation in the wrist. Up and down. In and out. On the guns. What's nice about those hands, they come off, you put them right back on, there's no breakage. The tolerances are pretty good. Very nice. For the articulation of the head, up and down, of course, side to side. He can go 360, but you're going to get smashed in his face into his armor. He's on a ball peg, you can get it if you want it, but I just pulled it off. I'm trying to do that. And a little extra force there to show you what would happen if you try to smash your figure's head through there. Like I said, see, these guys are, I'm holding that as his head. Figures, the joints are perfect on these guys. I can't believe I'm saying that for other than Warhammer figures. On Joytoy figures, these are fantastic. No heating or nothing. 60 there. Nice T-pose on the arms. Both arms. Now, depending where you put these pads, if you hike them up, the more you hike them up, the straps are going to get up into the upper arm area, and you may keep your arms from going all the way down. So you see how that's close right there. So here, and then it leaves a lot of space so you can get the arms up there. Double joint elbows. Looks fantastic. Like I said, that wrist goes up and down, in and out, all the way around, and in between. Very nice figures. There's a lot going on there too. I think with that little piece that's right there, it's almost like a band. It's such a small piece. There's so much going on. I think that's helps, limiting the range So he hits that piece and wants to fall off, but they don't fall off unless you use too much force. There is chest articulation. Of course, he has his vest on. I'll leave that for you guys to find on your own if you do pick these up. We do have the waist back and forth, 360 swivel on this guy. Very cool. Thigh cuts are there, 3 double jointed knees. Very cool. Feet pivot down, pivot up, side to side, toe articulation up, looking great. Fantastic figures. As you can see, I had no trouble manipulating my joints, even the crotches. Nice spacing there, there. Sitting is definitely, not the great, perfect, but he doesn't too bad for a big guy. But if you took up all of his gear, you're probably going to get a better range. I haven't done yet because I have no interest in doing that because I love the way these guys look. So with that being said, I'm not interested in taking off their gear. And I'm not sure how hard I'd be to get back on. Probably not that hard. Probably heat up a little bit, stretch the plastic. But in this case, the only thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to be safe. See how these are like down a little farther? I'm going to heat these straps up. I'm going to shove that up just to get it a little higher. Maybe a little bit on these straps here. But, I mean, you probably don't have to, but I want to be safe. Because, like I said, these are like $30, $35 figures. So, I want to keep my guys in nice condition. Alright, boys. So, here we have his rocket launcher. The thing I noticed, I expect this to be a little bit bigger. It's actually relatively a smaller rocket launcher. It's not a deal breaker. It is solid. There's no warpage. This thing is solid plastic, hard as a rock. You gotta worry about that. Thank you for that. It doesn't seem brittle. 2 rockets in the front done in red. We have a red lens here. Fantastic, nice grip, nice shape. Nothing comes apart or anything. No paint. There's a little paint on the back and a little black would have been cool. Give it a little bit of for the back blast, like an exhaust port look. But as you can see, how you pull the hand down like that. And what I noticed about these guys, I think I'm going to try here. I hope it works out for me. Let's see here. Try to use my little bit of finesse. I can see that finger's trained now. And I think this is hole, not really a hole, but the space between this plate and his armor. I think if you can get that in there like that. Look at that. Now that's not an instruction. I kind of noticed that on the box. I wonder how I hold it, but you ain't got to worry about that falling out. Look, if you can put it like that, because that's amazing. Now, if you're going to get him to look down that lens, probably not. You might have to do a little bit of gangster stuff, turn it sideways, but I don't think you can get that. But that right there alone is pretty cool. I'll let you guys figure that out too. But you can see how cool it is. But that's a little trick I like, because it goes on and it gives a nice realistic feel to it. Very, very cool. He's definitely bringing the heat now. He's going to turn up the heat, take out some tanks. You're going to use these for your Joes, your Cobras, your Joytoy, military. Definitely do some damage with this more modern rocket launcher. Very, very cool. Now, that being said, let's take a look at stuff that we didn't see on the box. This has made me very excited. This kind of looks like a modern, futuristic saw. A 50 caliber, you definitely see the gold rounds inside this large magazine. Black body, we have the silver on the front that matches the other weapons from the other figures. So it really gives these figures some unison. A little bit of silver throughout here on the studs. Gray ammo box with the raw system on the top. There's no bipod, so that's kind of gives you that impression. This is more of a futuristic version. Maybe it's a lightweight, maybe the recoil is less. The stock is drawn out, so he doesn't really need the bipod. He can handle it by himself without any stability issues. Sight there. Very, very cool. Loving that. And again, solid as a rock. No warpage. That is a solid piece of plastic. Ain't gonna worry about that breaking. That's not brittle. The plastic formula they use on that thing is incredible. I wish all my weapons were made like this. And here's this 50. That finger is a little trick. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the finger, I guess. Maybe I'll turn off the camera and check it out. And here we go, looking good. Oh, the finger slipped out. Oh well, you get the idea. You have to play with yours. But this guy, look at that 50. Whew, that looks incredible. I think you maybe, because of the armor and articulation, you can maybe get a two-handed wield if you play with it a lot and not want to spend too long messing with it. But you get the idea how cool that looks. Very, very nice figure. And I'm going to leave that in his hand because that was... I'm going to show you a comparison with the other weapons to show you the unison. But we got one more surprise. We got ourselves a little pair of binoculars. Black with the silver. Look at that. Oh, man. That thing is so small. Look at that. Didn't even know those came with them. Look at the paint. It goes a long way, man. I got the silver on this side, the black on the lenses. That's very, very cool. Yeah. I'll let you figure that one out when you get it. See how where you holds them. Here, he has extra hand. Same kind of design. Same design here on this one. Real quick. So you get 3 extra hands and you get this really cool open hand. Also, very, very nice. Alright, there's Unit 3. Let's take a look. I'm calling it Assaulter. We're going to call him Unit 2. There you go. You can see the difference in the goggles and the unison of the weapons. And let's take a look at it. I call him the Breacher because of his shotgun style weapon. You can see how all the weapons look fantastic. They look unison. They are definitely a team of 4. Obviously 3 at this point, but we will have 4 in our next video. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss that. But you can see how cool they are. A lot of similarities in these guys. You can see the pistols are the same, the cases are the same. Again, that unison. The helmet sculpts look pretty on point. And the backs even look better. They look fantastic. There they are. Pretty much all the same, the best that I can tell. These guys look great. And there we are with our other side. We do all have the same insignia there on their armor. Looks great. But honestly, I can go on and on about these figures because I just think they're amazing figures for, missing out on a lot of the modern armed forces figures from Joytoy. They don't make any more. I wish we could get some more of those, but these are fantastic. Highly, highly recommend them. There's not many cons. I'd have to nitpick to find a con. They're well worth the money. I mean, there's barely anything to whine about any cons, but pros are all there. Materials are good, joints are good, solid figures, solid weapons, great unison, great paint, great face sculpts, unique for your shelves. You're not gonna have, not everybody's gonna have these on their 1/18 scale shelf. These are gonna definitely make a presence in our March 2 collection. So hope you guys like this review for Unit 3. Don't forget to check out Unit 4 and Units 1 and 2, also already up and available for your viewing pleasure. Forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about Unit 3. Any other comments you got? Just hearing, are you picking these up? Are you passing them? Are you excited like I am or not? That's perfectly fine. For me, I think they're great. Loving them. Unit 4. Give you guys a little sneak peek. So we went Breacher, we went Assaulter, we went Heavy, making the noise, bringing the rain, bringing the fire. Next video, version 4, we're going to go dark and silent. Little hint on what that guy is. But if you know what that guy is, comment down below. I bet you a lot of you guys probably know. So it'd be fun just to see who catches the dark and silent trooper. So thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. And we'll see you in our next review.